سبيل أنت بالتحدي تصنع المستحيل. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. 19 minutes after 4 p.m. Central African time. This is the Iftar Drive on Salam Media. Now, here's a story that we will be turning our attention to. In Somalia today, an historic launch took place for the country's first ever all-women staffed and led media unit. The Bilan Media aims to provide female journalists with a safe working space and the power to choose what they report and how they cover it. And for more on this, let's take a look at this video, after which we'll be joined by Nasrin Mohamed, and she is the editor-in-chief. Let's take a look at this video.
iyadoo amni darro badan lagu shaqeynayo haddana waxaa jira caqabado kala duwan oo markaas saxafiyiinta ay wajahayaan oo ku aadan in markaas halis naftooda ay gasho in ay caqabado kala kulmaan xarunta ay ka shaqeynayeen oo loo ogoleen in ay ka soo dhex muuqdaan maamulka sare amaba loo ogoleen in qaybaha dadka wararka hogaamiya ama barnaamijyada madaxda ka ah ama tafatirayaasha ah aysan ahayn.
bilan waxay wax badan ka bedeli kartaa in gabdhaha ay hoggaan noqdaan oo waxay meesha ka saaraysaa inay gabar wax taftiir karin, inay gabar wax soo saari karin, inay gabar wax duubi karin, waxayna muujinaysaa awoodda dhammaystiran ee gabdhaha.
bilan wuxuu la hadli doonaa dumarka, wuxuu la hadli doonaa bulshada qaybaheeda kala duwan, wuxuu focus ka saari doonaa dumarka. waxaa la soo bandhigi doonaa sheekooyinka qarsoon ee maanta u baahan in bannaanka la soo dhigo. waa fursad fiican iyo weliba space fiican oo ay heli karaan haweenka.
gabar walbo saxafiyad ah hamigeedu wuxuu yahay inay dalkeeda iyo dadkeeda ay garab siiso, mar walbana u shaqayso. waxaas leeyahay marka gabadha Soomaaliyeed saxafiyad ah meesha ay garab ka heli lahayd ee naariyadeeda ay ku rumaysan lahayd waa bilan haddii ay soo biirto.
So for more on this, Nasrin Mohamed Ibrahim, Bilan's chief editor, joins us on the line, and she's joining us here right now from Mogadishu. Nasrin, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmah.
Jazakallah khair for your time this morning, this evening rather, and we'd like to congratulate you first of all on the opening of Bilan Media, Somali's first women-only led media. That's quite an achievement. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Okay, now my question to you, Nasrin, is in Somalia, was the media male-dominated? And if so, did this inform the need to create an all-women media unit?
Yeah, in Somalia, most of the media dominated the man, but this project is very sad because the project was only the female journalists. Now we are six, one of the chief editor, and other is the deputy chief editor, and also another 4 people they are reporters. And we are producing and preparing these stories like interviews, strategies, and some features. Yeah, difference is then the media dominated the man.
Mm. All right. Now, the kind of stories that Bilan is going to focus on, we played a video just before we spoke to you, and in the video you talked about the fact that social issues and issues that affect women will be for the first time, or at least now will be given some sort of prominence. Were such stories ignored before?
Yeah, we have a lot of the story inside of our society. The other story is needed to recover and release, and also to report it to the people. That's why this project called the Bilan stand up to recover all issues in our society. Some of the issues from the domestic and others from gender-based violence, while others from SGM and also rape, something like that. Bilan project has spaces to cover all the stories especially the sensitive story, because so many people they don't like to know their story, and some of the victims they don't like to approach the Bilan story. Just one reported the people the case of related to rape. A lot of the people can found information, and also the court and also the justice will be going on. Maybe that family will get the support from the justice and also the farm healing and also health supporters. Maybe they can get it or recover their story or their event. So Bilan project always what is that side. We hope to eliminate all the stereotypes our society and coverage all the history concerns for our community, especially the Somali female, included the gender, and also sometimes we try to produce it important and useful. Not only our scope and goal is only to coverage the women issue, also included the man issue, the education, the young girls also will add our production plan.
Mhm. If you've just joined us, we're speaking to Nasrin Mohamed Ibrahim. She's the editor-in-chief of Bilan, which is the very first Bilan Media, which is the very first women-only led and staffed media agency in Somalia. And she's talking to us about this a new launch today. And she's talking to us about the need for women journalists to tell their own stories. Nasrin, journalism is generally quite a dangerous vocation, isn't it? Sometimes your reporters are going to have to go into places where it is not completely safe. Could you tell me how this particular aspect of journalism will be then dealt with by Bilan in terms of making sure that your journalists are safe and are not hurt while on duty?
Yeah, in my understood, a lot of the problems can face it, in the journalist when it is in the Somalia, but the side of security is a common issue. It's not only for us. We're trying to tackle or protecting how to defend first ourselves, then the sources. So uh, it can be happening. Some of the security violation or the something some treated as a good the security system. So project always trying to create a sustainability and a peaceful environment, and also encourage peace and something was related to human development, especially the community development in Somalia. But the security is a national issue in Somalia.
Mhm. Okay, I see that you are also supported by the United Nations Development Program. Could you tell me, will this impact on your independence in terms of editorial control? Is it completely independent editorial control, or are you getting some sort of assistance from the United Nations or from other media houses?
UNDP and the hosting of the media, I mean, in person, is the independence, our production. Just we will add some advice, but most of the production to have the authority. First, we are putting our ideas and gathering our ideas. After that, we are thinking setback in this coming story. After we designing the people it's suitable or get the information we put in there. After that, we are looking for the interview. After the interview, it's preparing the packages or preparing the something article or related. So UNDP is the most of the supporters to stand up create this environment, which is the production department. And also, Dalton has hosted the project. This project going to the 1 year. After 1 year, maybe to increase it and bring in or region or reach some of the state members Somalia because a lot of the female journalists and also the Somali society need to get the good space. So, as a Bilan project, it's very important to get the support of the UN, especially the support from the UNDP and the host of the Delphin. UNDP and Delphin hospital it's not was related out of the project actively. The authority always we the authority always practice the delivery and also the good editor just so they can add some advice about how to produce a good story or preparing a new article and also taking the interview. Both of them independent.
Nasrin, you are somebody that rides a motorbike, you play football, and now you are leading a media team, and you are living in a country where those things are not very common. They're not very normal for girls to do. Are you at all perturbed by some maybe criticism from some of the people in your community to say, "Ha, you're riding motorbikes, you're playing football, and all those things are supposed to be done by boys or by men"? Does that deter you? Does that somehow impact on your work?
Thank you so much. Football and also something was related to gym and also motorcycle. It's my favorite. Football is my favorite. I was doing the gym. I used to pass years and also I'm playing the football. I was playing football since I was young. But twice a week I was playing a football for 1 hour. Then also when I finished my work, I enter another work. I mean I started another work because the afternoon I was working in the gym and the coach. Last 3 years I was working in that gym. Before 3 years I was the student, but now I am the coach of the team. And also sometimes I give the some advice. The people wanted to lose, wanted to make the weight loss. Sometimes I will release videos and I put in my page Facebook and also I have the Twitter and also YouTube. All the account I put my videos about the gym, also weight loss, balanced diet, something like that. And also sometimes I like to drive motorcycling. When I get these days, I'm enjoying to drive the motorcycling. In our
Mm,
society, shame on when you see the woman and driving the motorcycle, all the people they are looking her and asking what happened to you. Some of the people they insulting, some of the people they are shouting. In our society, we need to get out of a lot of the campaign or a lot of the advice or a lot of mobilization. So it's my favorite. I like when I get a chance to drive motorcycling either towards a week, every single day, every single week. I have two times stadium. I mean, I have two times a game for football. I have a position. My position is the eight. So the I'm one of the best players in our team. I have a team. My team consists of 12 people. Sometimes we reach 14 people. When we were playing in the football, almost I used to score. We were two defense, sometimes two attack and one defense, and also supplying the ball. So it's not that was my work because when I finish with my work, I think my relaxation. It's part of my hobby, part of my preference. That's why
mm,
it's connected to other
mm,
yeah. And football is another person, not the the media. It's another piece of it. It's another the people
mm,
that they are even to teach to us. Yeah. And also, I
No,
appreciate
mashallah.
some of the some of the people in media. In during the Ramadan, I appreciate a 2 minute video about the balanced diet. A lot of the people they call me and ask me such of the advice. I'm planning to put another 2 or 3 videos to explain the food for suitable for sahur or and also the star, how the weight, Yes, yes, gym and football is my favorite. I like and I was engaged last year. Yeah.
Okay, Nasrin, thank you so much for that very informative discussion. May Allah reward you for the work you are doing. May Allah make it easy for you. May Allah protect you. And we look forward to hearing your stories, and we look forward to seeing the work that you do. For those that have just joined us, www.bilan.media. If you want to check out Somalia's very first women-owned and women-led media outfit. Jazakallah khair. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam. Thank you for Salam Radio. Ramadan Mubarak.
Ameen. Right, that was our first guest today, and Nasrin talking to us there about her country's very first female-only media outlet. Now, Sentio is an ethically based asset manager that is focused on delivering superior risk-adjusted returns for their clients, regardless of market conditions. For more info on their Sharia investment products, visit their website, www.sentio-capital.com, and start saving towards your investment goals today. Sentio Capital Management, invest for good. Sentio Capital Management is an authorized financial services provider.